the Mss Francois show. Guess what? Season 4, this is the second episode. And I'm your host, Mss Francois. You know, spicy, seasoning, flavor, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, anyway, today I have a guest for you guys. Of course, it's a lady. Second show, another lady on the show with a book. Okay. Her name is Mss Romany-Trumpet. You know those women who like to throw their last name in to let everybody know they're married. Okay, we know she married. She's a wife. She has 3 kids. She has a psychology major. You know, she thinks she's smarter than me. She's gonna try to mess with my head. No. She had something about walking on the beach and playing tennis. I know this is not a dating show. I don't know what she tell me that in her bio for. Anyway, let's meet the author of A Dangerous Love, Mss Romany-Trumpet. Hi, Candice.
Hey, Miss Francois, how you doing?
Excuse me, did you not hear me say I'm spicy, sexy, all that stuff? So obviously I'm doing amazing.
Hmm.
So let's get into some information about The Dangerous Love. The first thing, right? People always have a book and people say it's a novel. What the hell is a novel? Because I'm sure most people have no clue what that is.
So basically, a novel is just a fictional work that really tells a story that's meant to intrigue you, entertain you, and things like that. It's different from a book that focuses on information about, like, say, a specific subject. And that's what a
Oh,
novel is. It just tells a story, fictional.
oh, so does that mean this book gonna have a lot of sex in it?
Has a lot of little everything in it.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about because you know I ain't having no sex, so that's the first thing that just comes to my mind. Okay, but I ain't gonna lie, I read the book because I gotta read the book. I gotta do my homework.
Right.
People, I had some hot flashes. It was a up down, it was a roller coaster, right? So I can't tell you everything in the book, but we're going to discuss some stuff maybe around the book, and we'll try to get her to give us some juicy information. So now, what the two main characters of the book is Jason, and what's the other person's name?
Mariah.
Mariah. I always wonder how you come up with this name. Is what that was your ex-man? Or that's some girl you didn't like? Who is that?
Random picks.
How these authors just come on my show
Random
and
picks.
lie? But anyway, let's go straight to the title of the book, A Dangerous Love. Because when I was thinking A Dangerous Love, is that a name that you just came up with? Did you have other names? Because I find that seem kind of common. Why did you choose that name?
It just went with the story because it's saying that, it's about a love, a relationship between the two people, and it becomes dangerous at some point. So I just figured, a dangerous love.
And I mean, it's sex and somebody go dead or somebody go something.
You
Tell,
gotta read
no?
it. You gotta read it.
All right,
But it's
fine, fine, fine.
definitely intriguing.
But I always wanted, like, when authors write a book, is it part, like you say, fiction? Is it anything that you draw on your life? And tell me something about how does it relate to your life at all, if at any point it did.
Right. So basically, I wanted to write the whole way the book came about is that, when you're younger, you make poor relationship decisions, right? And that's what I did. And I did so by ignoring red flags. And when I was reflecting on those past relationships, I realized that had I just paid attention to those red flags, I would have avoided so much heartache, wasting time, and all the stress and all the negative things that come with it, right? So I wanted to help other people, young girls and women of all ages, really, to not make the same mistakes. So I wanted to bring like attention to the subtle red flags in relationships that are often overlooked and missed.
Oh, so
Thing,
in other words, you
thing.
had a few relationships and the man talk a little loud to you, and that's why you started write about it.
Yeah, I wasn't having that.
So one of the things that I find, like, Mariah character in the book, she seemed to be the strong,
Mhm.
independent woman, have everything going on. It is it true that, or do you feel, or however you decided to talk about it in your book, that these are the women that tend to fall for men like that,
Well, no,
and
I
why?
mean, it could be any type of woman. I made her strong because I didn't want her to be like the typical, ditzy kind of stupid, person who was completely ignorant. I wanted to show that it can happen to anyone, a strong woman who, is all about her business. She's focused. She's doing her school, her everything. Her work is on point. Her school is on point. She has good friends and everything. Comes from a good background, family, father and mother together, everything. And you can still end up making poor decisions. So that's why I made her, strong in that sense. But
Okay,
obviously,
she's
as
she. Let
problems.
me tell you guys. She say all this about Mariah and she's strong and everything, but she was buying she man all kind of Prada and all kind of fancy expensive stuff. So some people might say she was stupid. So how she all independent and she would seem like she was somewhat supporting this man, and many women out there supporting men. So yeah, are we supposed to be strong so we could be what take the role of the man in the relationship? That what you're saying?
Not at all. It was vice versa. Jason was buying her things too. He bought her like diamond necklace, tennis bracelet, earrings. He was really good to her.
Just so you all guys know, he didn't have no good job. So obviously he must steal that or something, but you got to read the book to find out. I know why she's trying to make Jason's song so amazing. Anyway, but all I know who is the culprit, but Lord Jesus. Anyway, to me, what I was thinking in the book, because Mariah, with all this money and independence, obviously she might have had some kind of self-esteem issues. Do you think a lot of women have self-esteem issues when it gets into a relationship?
I can't speak for every woman, but I know a good number. I would say it's safe to say, based on bad relationships and things like that, they would have some sort of self-esteem issue. Because let's face it, if you had good self-esteem, you know your worth, and you will not put up with certain things. So I think that if
Did you ever come across being some of this stuff might be kind of based on your life or certain instances? Do you have like a story when you had low self-esteem in a relationship, and give me a story of what happened and how did you get out of it, or how did you wake up and smell the coffee, as they say? I don't drink coffee, I like tea.
well, again, a lot of that was before I was married, when I was younger. So let's see. Yes, I did have
Yeah,
low.
you guys, you see, she want to make sure everybody knows she had cheated on she man.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. She was younger. That was like 10 years ago. These women, eh? Go ahead, Miss Candice Romany Trump.
I cannot with you. um, what was the question? Oh yeah, low
I,
self esteem.
yes,
Right.
a story about your life.
Me. Okay. Yeah. So I had low self esteem when I was younger. I was, dating a guy who he had a complex where he thought that like he was just everything. Everything he wore was, on point, and he had a regular job, so I don't know why he was acting all crazy. And he would say things that, like, oh well, my ex-girlfriends used to wear this and that, and I need to get you this clothes and so on and so forth. And at the time it didn't really mean anything to me, but then I did realize that over a long period of time it started to make me feel like, well, I'm not good enough, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't dressing well enough, or I wasn't feeling like
So what got you out of that? What made the shift happen? You met another man? You know, all your women like to go from man to man to man.
no.
Hopefully, hopefully your husband is seeing this episode, so you could tell me it's a secret.
No, actually, he had some red flags that I had ignored in the past, and then it surfaced, and I saw crazy, and I said bye.
So you didn't have no help, like friends come and help you or support you, encourage you, or give you advice?
Well, I mean, I didn't really, you don't really share certain things with friends. So if like you're feeling like bad in your relationship, sometimes you can talk to people about it. I didn't really talk to anyone about it, because it wasn't that serious. It wasn't like something that I felt was major. It was subtle, those subtle things, those subtle comments that over time it adds up. So I didn't think it was something to be like, hey girl, he keeps telling me X, Y, and Z. It wasn't that serious. But not
All
as
I heard, Miss Candice, I want to say Romany Trumpet, is that when she have she man, she don't tell she friends and them. So when she leave that man and get a new man, nobody don't know. You're smart. You're very smart. But let's get right back into the book, right? Okay, so this came. Some might say, like in the relationship, guys, you got to read this book because it seemed like there was some controlling, some pull and tug. Like like you say in your relationship you had subtle little issues that happen, but some of these things that happen throughout this book, okay, seem to be like right in your face. Like how someone supposed to know the small flag from the big flag? Like how are you supposed to know, well, this is it?
Right. Well, a big one is obvious. Like if you know the guy, if someone is hitting you, that's obvious. That's a
But
red.
he hits me because I love him and he loves me and he just jealous and he wants me to be with him and he just don't want anyone else to have me.
Exactly. So those are big, obvious ones. The ones that people tend to miss and sweep under the rug is like
Mm.
you guys get in an argument, right? So you think that you're having a regular argument, but this person is maybe all in your face, you know? But then they step back and then they're calm and they're nice. So they're inconsistent with their behavior. You know, it's 1 minute you're nice, 1 minute you're in my face yelling, that kind of thing. Also, if you're arguing about something that doesn't make sense and it seems like they're crazy, you know, like they're making a whole big
So
deal.
somebody know a bunch of crazy people.
I do. That that's where some of these stories came from. But I fabricated it and elaborated some more, and just
One of these things, right? It have so many twists and turns in this book. And one of the things is like in friendships, right? Because you all got to read this book, A Dangerous Love by Candace Romany Trumpet. Right? So my thing is with friends in the picture, like you see how I was asking prior about when do you, if you could talk to your friends so your friends could help you get all relationships. Like in this book, Mariah, she had a good friend. So how does friendship even enter into relationship? Because sometimes when people have a relationship, sometimes they forget about their friend or sometimes the friend get jealous. So like how much should a friend be in your business to be able to help you when you might need help? In this case, Mariah needed a lot of help.
yeah, but she kind of distanced herself from her friends, but not anything purposely or she just fell into her own little world with Jason. She was in love and blinded and she was good that way. And that kind of made her neglect her friends. I think your friends should, I mean, I don't know. It's 50-50. If you have a really good ride or die friend, like if they can see your relationship and point out things to you that you can't see for yourself, I think they should be, there to comment on those things, but not be 100% in your relationship, about every single thing. Certain things you need to keep to yourself.
Okay, basically what she said was Mariah was getting good dick, right? It was good, it was great sex, and she forget she had friends. I know why these psychologists measure people like to be talking all of this thing when it's so simple. I know, see, I didn't even have to go to school for that. I know what the problem was. Good penis equal no friends. All right. So let's get back to Mariah because I feel like this whole book is mostly about Mariah, aka Candace. But it's all about Mariah, right? So the thing is, with
Fictional.
all these red flags that's been happening through the relationship or whatever the case might be, should women ever think about taking revenge or, after you've been hurt in whichever way? Because people have different kind of abuse, as you said. But a lot of times it's like in the Bible, according to if you decide to read the New Testament or Old Testament, it says eye for an eye. So what do you think about revenge or confronting the person or trying to deal with it?
Well, I think you should definitely take steps to get yourself out of the relationship. I don't think you should take revenge. I mean, you read the story, you saw how that turned out with the revenge. So I don't think take it upon yourself. I think, go to the authorities, seek help from your friends, go to a church, speak to a pastor, somebody. But definitely don't take it upon yourself to seek revenge because you don't know, the reaction of the other person. You don't know how everything will turn out. And that's what I would think about that.
Okay, so all I heard was go to church and pray. And if that don't work, voodoo is the next way to go. Just don't do nothing physical, you're saying. Because when you're praying for something to come and do something, right? Isn't that like voodoo? Candace Romany Trumpet?
Your words.
Okay. I know you're from Trinidad. You're from Trinidad and Tobago, right?
I am. I am.
Okay, tell me something about Trinidad. A little off topic. Tell me something to Trinidad. Because you might have get some of these stories from Trinidad and you come to America because you live in New York and you mix it together and all the men and them she was with. Okay, no, not man and them. Okay, my bad. Hey, I just asking questions according to you.
I know
I
that.
checking to see how you're looking and how you're fixing your face. I don't know. Hmm. So tell me something about Trinidad so the people could know it's not only one beautiful woman from Trinidad and Tobago, but we have other authors and educated young ladies from Trinidad and Tobago, but she just taken, guys. Tell us something about Trinidad.
Well, it's known for many things, but I know that people are most familiar with Carnival. They love that it's in February and they go there, they have a good time. They hang out for Monday, Tuesday, Carnival. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. They go to the beach, my favorite beach, Maracas Beach. They have a good time. And that's one of the main, I think, things that people think about when they hear Trinidad. It's beautiful woman, partying, carnival, and that's what they think of.
But anyway, guys, right after we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a quick second break, and I'm gonna have Miss Candice Romany Trumpet read a little from the book. And then I might still try to get out some more information from the book. But you got to read it because I tell you, heart palpitations across the oh God. Anyway, come on right back to the Miss Francois show. Welcome back to the Miss Francois show. Okay, we took a quick break. Maybe I put a commercial, maybe I don't. It's my show. I can do what the hell I want. Anyway, season 4 is in full session, and I have my second show, my second guest. It's a beautiful woman. She's taken, she's married, and he knocked her up 3 times back to back. You know, that men want to make sure they can't share you with nobody. God, some people, huh? Anyway, her name is Candice Romany-Trumpet. She's an author of the book, the novel, sorry, Miss Romany-Trumpet, the novel, A Dangerous Love. And let me tell you something, it has sex, it had drama, it had people, oh, I can't say all kind of thing. You got to read the book. But let me tell you something, you're going to be on pins and needles when you decide to read this book. And you know what? When you get the book, buy it for a few of your friends, okay? Some juicy stuff. There's some stuff about she, but she don't want to tell me anything. But what I'm gonna have her do is just read a couple of lines so you all could get a little taste of the book. Candice Romany Trumpet Love, tell us what chapter you're reading from, and then bless us with your beautiful voice.
I'm reading from chapter 3, Family and the Holidays. Let me just set up the scene. So, Jason and Mariah were supposed to meet up at an event that was important to her. It meant everything to her. He was a no show, no call, no nothing. All night she tried to call him. She finally got through to him at 3:30 in the morning. He is drunk and he is somewhere else having a good time. She is hurt and livid. And
Typical man, typical man. All of them man is the same thing. That's why I'm single. Okay, sorry.
so,
All
she,
right.
so
I
she's
had a
hurt.
hot flash.
So she's hurt and she's livid and she flips out. And, she's just saying her piece. And then he flips out on her, even though he was wrong. This is what I'm talking about, subtle red flags. Why are you
Wait,
flipping out on her?
is Jason and Mariah Trinidadian or they from the Caribbean?
No.
Oh, just checking.
Right. So he more mad at her for flipping out. So he's yelling back at her, and then she flips out, and she's like, "You know what? Enough." So she's done. She hung up the phone, and she's going about her business, right? So now here we are later on. So later that morning, I received a call from a restricted number. When I answered, it was Jason. He apologized for his behavior and explained that it was the alcohol talking and not him. He wanted to make things right between us because, according to him, he didn't want to lose me over what happened. Still upset and hurt, I refused to accept his apology, told him to just leave me alone, and I hung up. 15 minutes later, I heard knocking on my door and the doorbell ringing simultaneously. It was Jason, and he was upset. To avoid a scene, I led him inside into the living room. He got in my face and he began yelling at me, saying, "Why the F did you hang up on me? I was trying to effing apologize to you and you're gonna hang up? Listen, there was nothing I could do. I wanted to call you, but I couldn't. I didn't mean to ruin your night, but there was nothing I could do. I'm sorry." I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. His bark was mean and loud. That's it.
Did they have like good sex after that or what?
Hey, you gotta read to find out.
Because they always say when people have those kind of arguments, like the back and forth, that the best thing is to make up sex.
Well,
No?
for this situation, they actually did.
Yeah, I know. Can this Romany Trumpet, she nasty, guys.
Again, this is not my story. It is fictional. But the excerpt, it goes to show that, he's yelling in her face. She's not doing anything. She's scared. She's scared of his bark. He's loud and She's not saying anything. She's not addressing it. Nothing like that. So she's basically conveying to him, it's okay to talk to me like that. It's okay to be disrespectful to me, you know? So that's just an example. And then what happens? There's an apology, there's makeup, and then repeat, you know? So that's
Because you know how there's always two sides to a story, or how different perspective on things. Because some people could say, okay, he messed up, and he's the one, he tried calling her, she didn't answer. Then he came over, so doesn't he deserve a chance?
um but she needs her space. He has to respect that too.
Oh, there's sometimes all the woman just miserable. Eh? But all right, I understand that. All you had to read the book. So maybe he did this more than one time, more than two times. Maybe you ladies need to know when they do it once or twice is enough. But all you like a man to do that about 10 times, all you have some good sex and all you still with the man. Okay? All you go find out what happened. All you, read the book. But come back to the book. Like, how long did it take you to write a book like this, especially with all the twists and turns and the ups and downs and between? And you know what amazed me with the writing is the fact that it doesn't even have that many people in the book, but the book has so many ups and downs, so many things that make you think. A lot of the things I wasn't even sure what was going to happen next, and then this happened. I'm like, oh Lord God, Mariah, oh Lord God, Jesus. So that okay, that's my accent. But that's how I felt. It was definitely a roller coaster ride. So how long did it take you to even come up with a concept or come up with some of the oh my God moments that people would might not expect in the book?
Honestly, I don't recall how the oh my god moments, how long it just flowed. So what happened was I had the idea for the book, right? And then I did an outline. I had the idea, and then I said, okay, well, I'll write the outline with all the different things that I wanted to happen in the story. Once I began writing the story, then it just kept flowing and flowing, and it clicked and clicked. It took about 4 years to complete the story. I started in way back in 2008. I started it, and then I finished it in 2012. And the reason it took so long really is because I wasn't working on it like every day dedicated. You know, I had work going on. I think I had just finished school, and then maybe a year or two later, I, got married. I had my first kid, and I was working on that, and then I had a job as well. So I just worked on it when I had time, when I had the energy. You know, if I sat down and wrote it all at once, I'm sure it wouldn't have taken that long. So it took about 4 years.
Okay, so you see, she make up a bunch of reasons why she take long to write the book. Okay, she take long to write the book. The point is, she wrote the book, and the book is there for you guys to check out. Don't say I didn't tell you guys enough. Okay. After that, we might have like a group chat or something, and then talk about all the book and all the excitement or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, some of those scenes in the beginning, like how they even met and the little romantic part, because I don't want to see make the book seem like, oh my God,
Right.
this man is so abusive to this woman, and all this happened, and here's a roller coaster ride. So again, Jason seemed to be a very romantic, very wonderful guy in the beginning. For me, I wanted a Jason. You know what I'm saying? I was like, where Jason at? You know what I'm saying? Mariah, whatever. If she can handle him, somebody out there like Mss Francois could handle Jason. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe she wasn't that strong. But all you got to read the book to find out. So if give some people some insight if they want to write a book, what like you said, you created an outline. Is there somewhere you get this outline from? Is this something you went to school for, or give some people some background on you on like writing, and if they wanted to start to write?
Well, I didn't go to school for writing. I don't know, I just like to write. I learned, I guess, in English class back in high school. You know, they teach you how to write a story, how to break it down, how to do an
That
outline.
about 40 years ago.
I sure so and so. Don't be blowing up people's age. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so you know how to write an outline. So it's not any specific outline that you go anywhere. You just have your idea for your story, and you write down the most important parts, and then you fill in the blanks in between, and then that's how you have your story. I didn't go to school for it or anything, and that's why I initially didn't even want to attempt to write the book. You know, I had a co-worker at the time who told me go ahead and write the book, because I said I had no experience. I am not an author. I don't even read a lot of books. I don't know anything about writing. Who am I to go and write a book? You know what I'm saying? But thankfully he encouraged me, and I wrote the book, and I am so happy that I did.
So he encouraged you. What's his name? Jason.
No, no, Miss
Okay, just checking. Oh my God, calm down, calm down. So my thing is, you see, I believe in once you decide to do something, any and everything is possible. And it's amazing how someone could say one sentence or encourage you for 2 seconds, and that could make you actually sit down and start on what could be a purpose, could be a legacy, could be your dream or goal. So if Candice Romany Trumpet, even if it take her 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, the point is she followed through and she has a book. What's the name of the book, my dear?
A Dangerous Love. Let
You
me
have
show
a
you.
book there. You gotta show your book. It's your book.
I do. You know I do. You know I do. Yeah, yeah,
How
I
you even came up with the rose and the it's kind of dark. Okay, so I didn't know. It's dark. Keep that
it's a
in mind.
little
That's a hint.
story.
So how did you even come up with the concept of having that cover?
I saw the rose and I thought again, love is usually you get red roses. So I thought, a black rose would indicate darkness, some kind of edge to it.
But to me, was this book definitely written towards women in mind?
It really was. It was more towards young women and young girls, actually, teenagers, right?
So we shouting out all the ladies, okay? Ladies, this book is for you, okay? You know the man they're wasting time, but don't let the man read the book, okay? Because he might leave you. I'm just telling you, although I didn't tell you, okay? But I'm telling you, I love this book. Don't read the ending, okay? Make sure you start from the beginning because you know some people like to read the last chapter to see what's going on and then go back. No, you need to hear the whole story and feel all these emotions and just get on that roller coaster ride, okay? Don't fall off because I fall off a few times. That when I say I had heart palpitation, okay, I am not lying, okay? But hola, Jesus, I'm still frightened. But what for you? What are some big lessons? The number one lessons you want someone to take away from this book if they took nothing else away from this book?
If nothing else, take away that take heed to red flags. Like, do not ignore them. Do not ignore them. Do not sweep them under the rug. There are, it can be dangerous. That's the number one thing from the book. There are red flags.
But what's next for you, Candice Romany Trumpet?
Well, right now I'm putting.
What you say you're pregnant, child number 4 on the way? You heard it first on the Mss Francois show. Candice Romany Trumpet is pregnant. Your husband, no?
I cannot. Not yet. It's a secret.
But what's next for you? What's next on the horizon? Is there a next book? What are we doing?
So again, my passion is writing, and it's not just into one field. It's not just writing novels. It's writing all across the board. I love screenwriting. Right now, I'm writing comedy sketches because I want to put out my own comedy show, sketch show soon. So I'm working on the material right now, and that's what I'm doing. I studied the screenwriting.
To me, any and everything is possible, and I see already so much for you just by the book itself. The book should be turned into a lifetime call. She lifetime oxygen. This is the kind of book. So people that watch Lifetime and Oxygen, this is a book you definitely need to get. All right. Just tell people where they can find you, where they could find the book, just why someone should get the book. Just this is your time to shine. Say all the stuff you want to say. Just don't say nothing about me because I it's not my show. I could just press pause.
All right. Well, I'm on IG. You can catch me at C.Romany-Trumpet. To get the book, you can go to IG. That's fine. Click on the link in bio. It's right there. It'll take you to Amazon. You can definitely get on Amazon. The ebook is available. The paperback is available. I'm telling you, get the book. It's amazing. It has everything in it. It has captivating romance, that intense attraction that you get when you first meet someone and you're so in love with them and everything is perfect. It has suspense, deception, secrets exposed, and revenge. And it's definitely a page turner, let me tell you. And it also sheds a light on an important topic. So I think
Oh,
definitely get it. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was well said. I don't have anything that great to say after that closure. Okay, so guys, definitely check her out. As always, I'll make sure all the information is at the bottom because you know you guys, you can't remember, you can't read. What did she say again? What's her last name? How you spell that? I got you. You ain't too smart. That's why I'm here to help you guys. So just check at the bottom. With that said, don't forget to check the Mss Francois show. I make it easy for you guys. Check out the website www.Mss Francois. That's MSS for multi-talented and super sexy. You know, they like to put MIS. No, oh God, Jesus, MSS. So once you check out the website, I'm on all major social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, because I'm amazing. You wouldn't want to see more of this? Anyway, thank you so much, Candice Romany-Trumpet, for blessing us. Thank you for telling us about your book, A Dangerous Love. And you all make sure you get the book, okay? And see you on the next episode, episode number 3 from season 4. Bye, guys.